Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2, an Honor Mode Plus run with twice the numbers of enemies and 75% less XP. This video here is going to be dedicated to a planning session, so if you don't enjoy the strategic thinking process of the next combat, then skip it right away and go to the next video, which is going to be the fight against the next boss. I was thinking, and as always in strategy games, it's good to have a little bit of a reflection period. So let me really go through through the strategy that I came up with and through my analysis. So we had a generally successful sessions so far. However, the last one was a little bit too close of a call in order for me to be comfortable with, to be honest. Like, there would have been the chance to escape, but it would not necessarily have been like a clean fight, and we definitely would have had casualties. We almost died, like we were on the brink of destruction, 3 people being frozen, and it was generally just a very scrappy situation. Now, that being said, it was not the wrong strategy, but it was unfortunately just an overpowering encounter from what we could have handled. That is usually a sign of needing to have more equipment or more levels. Since we do not have the option to just get more levels, we will need to now work on the equipment piece. So what I came up with is I wanted to start doing an intensive merchant / stealing session now. It's probably going to take 20 minutes or something to go through all of the merchants and gain a couple of crucial skills in order to manipulate the battlefield a little bit better. Specifically, teleport for a second time is absolutely mandatory. In order to do that, we're going to switch out one character so that we're going to use a different character, just to make sure we're not counting against our maximum stealing attempt, so to speak. I talked about that a little bit earlier, and technically you would need to do that in a normal run through, but I felt we are so close to dying. We were almost at the edge of dying. I just didn't feel comfortable. So what we're going to do really is we are going to go and take one of the characters, who's going to be Fane. So Fane is going to be our man here. He's relatively easy to get. Normally I would go with Ifan Ben Mazet, but we unfortunately had let's call it intermezzo earlier. So we can either go with Fane or the Red Prince. Actually, the Red Prince, you know what, is a little bit closer, so we're just going to go with the Red Prince. I opened the page and looked for presets, since we can't reskill yet. So character presets that would work well with us. We are looking for something for a character preset that is offering us thievery, and the character preset for thievery is Shadowblade, which we're going to select. So we're going to take the Red Prince, make him a Shadowblade, and effectively then go together with him into the city and steal. Advantage here is we're of course going to kick him afterwards, and don't want to have him in the group. Advantage here is, since every character can steal once, that will count against his stealing attempts, and we're just going to be fine for now. What I'm trying to do is get a little bit more stats on the gear to improve our damage output. We were significantly lacking on the damage output, and we want to up that a little bit. So we're going to select something with more finesse, and we're not taking Rogue, we're taking Shadowblade. Shadowblade, say not, that settles it. Thank you. Continue. Wonderful. End. So, first things first, we see that the character here is having civil abilities, and you see that he has thievery 2, which is what we were looking for. With our gloves of thievery +1, we're reaching 1100 gold, which is exactly the value that we would want to have. And we're going to take all skilled up on top of it, which is giving him immediately another civil ability, which we're entering into thievery. Good job. So now with the thievery gloves, we're at 2350 gold value. Perfect. We're not playing that character here, so we can't. We are actually not really caring about him all too much. What we are going to do is for the Red Prince, just to make sure, he is going to donate his money and his equipment into a pool. Thank you, dear Red Prince. You can keep that shiv. It's fine. I will allow you to keep that. But in return, we want you to put on these gloves of thievery. I know. And we are going to be the most ravenous thieves ever. Let's start with our new sanctuary here and see what we can steal. We're going to use the same tactic as always, right? So, which means all of his good stuff is back here, so might as well talk to him. We're going to select the Red Prince. It's going to be our bad guy for now. I mean, I've explained thievery already, so I'm not going to do that again. We don't need the items with low value. I'm looking for a little bit of gold items, but yeah, like nothing spectacular. Let's just see. He also has nothing in his boxes, but he does have indeed a little bit more as pickpocketing value. Let's see. Besides gold, he certainly has a couple of skills that I am very interested in, and we are going to go through his items that offer something. Earth resistance is nice. Water resistance is also nice. We might consider these. We look at the large weapons. Crossbow is really a good thing. Well, we are already having a crossbow. We have good daggers, so that doesn't change much, and the shield itself is also not necessarily good. So what you're looking for is something with a stat bonus, +1 to something that is usable, or an exceptionally high performing weapon. Now, what we're going to do anyways, because we're here and it makes sense, is we're going to steal a couple of skills. Number 1, Farsight Infusion, which is another 25% buff for our Incarnate. Power Infusion, we already got this one here. Rallying Cry, wonderful skill for additional healing. Supercharger, one of the skills that that we can do in order to like sacrifice one of the minions. It is not a bad skill. I like to use it from time to time. The guy also has, like, we have the elemental totem, we do have the incarnate, the dimensional, all of that is available. I would want to have Death Wish because we can delay. We can take additional. We can dish out additional damage with it, and I would also like to have Shackles of Pain. I think we have all of the remainder. Oh, this one here, not yet, but I think the remainder. Good. Since we still have things left over, Knockdown Arrow definitely, because we're desperately needing them. I like them also. They are good crowd control. And here we would have pretty good armor. Matter of fact, 2 pretty good armor pieces. I like the Earth Resistance, really good shoes, solid Strength 11 shoes. Can't use this because it is too heavy. So now we're looking for items that are, yeah, light in weight. And there we go. We stole almost 900 gold. So, let us use this here as our backpack of criminal energy, and we're shoving in the skills and all of the stuff that we want to use in here. Matter of fact, you know what? With the skills, like we can almost learn none of them because they are necromancy 2 and we don't have that. Fair enough. Might as well get another necromancy upgrade. As with the boots, we can directly see if our tank can use them. They are, as you can see, much better. Like it might not sound much on paper to have 4 physical armor, but the earth resistance and the initiative is good. Plus, keep in mind that our normal boots here, with 11 strengths, they still exist, and another character can use them. They are again not out of reach. Yeah, all of that, to be honest, all of that is vendor loot. A couple of the things we're going to just vendor. Now, moving on. Who is having a line of sight here? Oh, I can see. Well, take your leave.
He works the damaged rapier, trying to straighten the blade. He works the damaged rapier, trying to straighten the blade.
We're checking again the angles. Oh, we do have a couple of guys here. Now I do see. Now, we need to distract all of them.
A dwarf stands by a young woman.
Let's double check. Nothing that we would want to have. Perfect. And up here.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of medals. His face a tight.
He looks as he has interesting gear. Again, we are double checking everything. This here, by the way, perfect. Like right away. That is wonderful. 1 finance and 1 warfare and an agility based armor. That is so much damage on our ranger. Really good. Likewise the shield with so much constitution. Pretty good. I like it. So yeah, probably the shield and the armor are the outstanding items here. Really, really good. And a couple of nice polymorph items. We don't need the scoundrel stuff all too much. Yeah. Like this guy here has some really impressive loot. Good. He just found out we stole everything from him, and we're going to continue.
Her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see
what exactly is
2 dark holes in an ornate mask.
Oh, wait a second. There's yet another one. Okay, fair enough.
Hush now, lady. The woman rubs her neck.
Oh, come on, guys, move a little bit, please.
Wished bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep.
Let's shortly take a look. Like, we're trying to steal from this merchant here. Does she even have something of value? Oh, nice. That is an item which we definitely would want to have, constitution and the restoration skill on top of it. Mwah, very good. We can take that for Seville, who is nothing skilled in restoration. +1 lucky charm, not necessarily the best, but here +1 geomancer and a water resistance. These 2 rings are pretty good. And look at that as well. We do have teleportation right here. That's what we were looking for initially. Plus, uncanny evasion is probably also these 2 skills here, life-saving skills. So yeah, we're...
Armadia's blessings, very well.
We are going to try to steal from them.
Hello again.
Okay.
Child. What brings you here?
So this here is an area where no one can see. Oh, wait a second. Oh, come on. Well, apparently we can't pickpocket from here. There are ways around that, but I think the position is really bad.
Go in Armad. Hello again, child.
Let's see.
What brings you here?
All of this here can be seen.
He glances.
Who the blazes are you? So close.
A dwarf stands.
Hush now, once gathered.
The woman rubs her. The
As for lucky for it.
The woman's up.
Chokers. They strangle us.
She of
You'll have more luck.
Didn't want to get involved into this, to be honest. I just wanted to steal. But since we do not have
the dwarf starts to.
any... Yeah, thank you. Okay, finally we pulled away the chair. Since we do not have any any, what's it called, smoke cloud, which is the other option to steal. We need to rely on getting our stuff done without that.
There, lass.
Good. Can we please look into it?
Over Lair,
Really?
singing softly as she mutters about.
There, lass.
Duggan stands over Lair, singing softly as she mutters about Gareth.
Well, they are always engaged as a pair. Which is annoying. I wanted to show you guys how this can be done.
No, we don't have the time. Gareth would know what to do.
I'd appreciate if we can have a visual barrier here. Is there any large crate? Very good. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but I'm trying. Maybe we can use the crates in order to block sight. Technically, there is such a thing as line of sight. But apparently not in that case. Oh, another try. Let me see. It was nothing, thank you. So, we could maybe yeah, I know you're unhappy with standing in the water, but there are reasons for our little visit there. Let's have a private conversation down here. There we go. So, number 1, let's get the ring. Number 2, let's get the other ring. We don't need the sneaking part. Restoration scrolls are also fine, but we haven't had much of a problem with them yet. Let's start with teleportation. That's important. Uncanny dodge. Wonderful. We do not need most of that at the moment. It's kind of to finish our collection. Cloak and Dagger, no, no, no. Battering Ram, no. So I'm just stealing a couple of the books. To be honest, let's just get all of them. In case we're going to reskill a little bit later, more books do not hurt. Good. I would call that successful. All the skills are moving into the books. And that here, by the way, is a kick-ass ring. Matter of fact, both of the rings are really good. Good. I'm already happy with our investment here to get the additional character. So, this guy here.
There.
I need to talk to him.
Who are you? And what do you want?
The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky. The seven watch over us.
Let's team up, you and me.
And we need to... Oh, that's Beast. Yeah, Beast is not going to hurt us. So let's move back here. Is that really not going to work? How is it possible that he can see through all of this here? Wow. Well, I'm shocked. Maybe we need a parawang or something, like, or a picture, painting. It's just... that's just reducing our visibility range.
He drags.
Good, so we don't want to hand all of our stolen goods back, of course. Respectively, we want to take all of them away from him. He now hands the stolen goods back. Yeah, fine, okay. Done. And that's about it. But our backpack is still full. Very full. Good, let's double check. Like, he had this wonderful chest that I liked so much. It's already at minus 20 for us. Let's see if he moves around a little bit.
You? Who are you?
Well,
and what do you want?
It was pretty good. And apparently this here is a non-spotted area, but you cannot sneak. That is unfortunate. let's see if he moves somewhere.
So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Well, that is bad. He would need to be up here. These two guys are really annoying.
You. Who are you? And what do you want? You. Who are you? And what do you want?
Good, next try. That here is not going to work out. Should get the smoke screen.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us.
Go in Armadia's.
We're now going to get in trouble because she will realize that she had been robbed.
He found us. Found him.
Let her run around crazy for a second. Yeah, allow her to search. There you go. Thank you. Good. Next up, we're going to teleport this guy. Oh. Why did she need to ask Syken? Now that's going to take a little bit longer. Because I think Syken has quite a sizable amount of loot. Unfortunately, you can't just like take all of the loot. Wow. Why did that need to happen? Syken is like the only character which I do not want to let her search through. No. Probably with all of the stolen goods that he has on him, there's a good chance. Yeah, look at that. Stolen. So dumb. Let's start shifting everything. You need to pay based on the number of stolen items that you do have, and I think Syken, since he has the whole inventory, probably has about 3,000-4,000 gold pieces worth of items. Well, the keys cannot be stolen. I shouldn't put them there. All of that was found as well. There we go. Right away, stolen item.
Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
No. He is the worst candidate to be asked for stolen items. As for the skills, let's automatically put all of them down here. You know what? Before I'm doing everything like manually, there we go. Another stolen item.
Wished Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes.
So unnecessary. I also don't want to resist attack because that means we need to fight our way out of here.
Found him.
Totally unnecessary as well. Good. So let's put a couple of the items here. For instance, all of the keys.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven will show us you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee
Smoke and
head.
screams. Echoes of death.
Good. That's the backpack. Yeah, that's the backpack with all of the stolen goods. Moves here as well. All right. So, next up,
Now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven will show us you're safe in bed.
next up she's asking Losa, which is not surprising because, like, that's exactly the next character in line. We're putting all of the items back. So annoying. That's just the most unnecessary shit that could have happened. Besides also pretty bad programming, like they are shifting tons of stuff from one character to another. And the NPC is just standing there being like, yeah man, it happens, whatever. Good. So all of that is back. Now allow her to search, much appreciated, nothing to find. Wow, such an act of intense searching. Oh, really? Why is he being pissed just for being moved? Super unnecessary. Well, the adventures of Syken, who never manages to get somewhere because combat and reasons. Can we please get out of here? Thank you. I just wanted the fucking armor. It couldn't be that difficult, right? So let's move up here. Out of the combat. Thank you. Flee. Go. Good. Ironically, the only guy being in combat is our new character. Who has invisibility. And also, ironically, we just avoided being killing unnecessary NPCs. So, you know what? We're still going there. I'm not going to steal from him. I am going to buy it. You heard correct. I am just going to buy it. Because that's the type of guy I am. First need to threaten him a little bit. And then I'm going to buy his shit. Did he just use that stool? I just wanted you to come over here. Like, how different. Oh my god. That's going to be the most ludicrous episode ever. Me trying to convince this guy here, Exter, to come over. So we're going to do the little bit of an offering and being friendly kind of option. How about, Exter? You're taking this really nice broken sword. How about you also take like this one-handed butcher blade? You know, just for free. Yeah, plus 27 attitude. You know, you're a great guy and all. Sorry for being so harsh and stealing all of your shit. Instead, take these pictures. Wonderful.
Mother of magic, hear my prayer.
Good. So Dexter loves us now.
Poor souls in their
We're still extremely bad at bartering.
I pray that you
But yeah.
and see them place in your grace.
Found him.
I mean, you know, we can still give him some more things, I suppose. Things that we don't need. Like non-crafting stuff that is anyways just filling our inventory.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven will show us you're safe in bed.
Here you go, Dexter. Oh, 42. Oh, you're really happy with us? Yeah, great, cool. So, sorry for that misunderstanding earlier. How about we take that piece of armor? Because I really like it, you know? 500? No problem. Cool. We don't need any of the skills. We're going to get them, don't worry, but we don't need them right now. And he does not have anything that we need down here. Maybe the arrowheads, but yeah, that's nothing. So, I know, novelty, we bought something, like the good old way. And it's worth the effort, because this little bad boy here is such an upgrade. Finesse and warfare, so good. She's now at 20%. Maybe we find a couple more warfare items just to get her damage further up.
The young woman
So she does have a couple of skills. We definitely need Soothing Cold, so we're going to steal the books from her. Yeah, we're probably going to just go all the way and steal from her.
If you're looking for heat,
Take your leave.
what is it? Can't you,
No, we can't
can't you
steal
see? I've got
here.
enough on my hands as it is.
At least I think so. No, we can't. So where's the most natural...
Don't move, Jules. Save
Where's the most natural place where no one is looking? Like, probably around here,
What is
right?
it? Can't you see? I've got enough on my hands as it is.
No, these guys can still see. I don't want to teleport her around again. I would say that didn't work out all too well the last time.
Claude, can you hear me?
The lizard holds a crimson-soaked rag against his side. He looks up as you approach. His expression...
Good, you know, this guy needs to stand up, so might as well start
He owes you.
doing a little bit of the quest. I didn't want to do that earlier.
See to the others.
Dude, we just healed you. Okay, we need to... We're just doing the quest real quick. Basically, the 3 guys are injured and might as well take some XP here. There you go.
The Magister. I'm lucky the others met.
He shut.
They.
Good.
I
Take your
wish I
leave.
had a
Thank
fitting
you.
right-
Make sure all of
Did we just get a skill book? Yeah, bleed fire. Okay. And last but not least, that guy over here.
You healed me. How did I don't know magic if my mother
Thank you. Good.
How do you have so much power? There.
So we got ourselves a little reward.
You
I
should
think
see
we're
the
going
other
to
guy.
stick with the fire
I'll see
arrow
what I can do
here.
anyway.
I like the idea of the bow, but ours is a little bit better. Good. So we definitely do not want to keep like more stuff in
The
her
other guy.
backpack. So we
I'll
need to
see
get
what I can
our
do anyway.
companion back relatively soon. But these guys here are clustered. Intensively clustered.
Samadel's focus and attention is wholeheartedly devoted to tending Han's leg.
Yeah, please, here. What the heck? I just pulled away a chair and everyone wants to attack me? How's that even possible? Wow. So annoying. We just healed you guys. And as a little thank you for the healing, the first thing you want to do is like hurt us. We took a chair away from a child. That was our, yeah, that was provoking, I suppose. So ridiculous. Let's heal her real quick and get out of this combat. I'm just going to buy it. For fuck's sake. We're going to get the cloud and going to steal the rest of you off of you guys. But that here is annoying. Good, so three gone. Let's see that we can just get out of here. Wow. I need to definitely train my sneak and stealing skills. That is hilarious. So, we stole from him. That's fine. All we wanted to do is, like, steal a little bit. Just a little bit. And I didn't even want to do to buy any of the fire skills. We just wanted this skill here, Soothing Cold. Another 500. Well, she going to sell it without anything? No. Of course, she wants a sign of a token of appreciation.
What?
I'm alive!
Please.
I'm alive!
What?
What does she receive? I think we're just going with some of the weapons here. I like the magical crossbow. I do not want to give it away.
The fog is lifting.
I'm alive!
You know what? Let's just... give her that. Should be enough to just get the soothing cold. Good. Not the best day, but we stole way more than we needed to invest. And we're not done. For the next round, I'm going to be a little bit more clever, though. We don't have a source point yet to pull off the trick with the smoke cloud. I'll show that a little bit later, but currently we don't have the source points for that, and I didn't want to start a long journey to get a source point. So, Seville learns the soothing cold, which is going to be important. And let's jointly go here and rob the merchants one more time. This here should actually be rather straightforward.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Good, here we go. +1 warfare, perfect. Couple of arrows always make sense. So, as for gold value, we don't need any two-handed weapon. We just take cash only. Some summoning skills are nice. We don't need the basic skills. We take the gold. And we take 1 scroll of resurrection. And I think that is pretty much it. So, since Syken has all of the stolen goods, we're going to park him up there. Just don't want him to have anything to do with it.
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
This merchant here is unfortunately dead,
Get my name here.
but we have a couple of merchants over here. And we would probably need Syken for that as well. There you go.
Everything there? Good.
So,
Worse than war rations, these.
Hey,
let's
you're a
see.
little light in your pack there, gorgeous, ain't ya?
Good.
Good lady,
Losa
girl
is
we forgot to
also
sail
like
round here.
talking
Hey,
her
I
into the
heard
right
about
direction.
you. How'd it go in the arena?
Nothing of interest really.
How'd it go?
What's happening with Hilda? Oh, well, she has a couple of things. Movement is not really good, but that one here looks wonderful. Well, it's a little bit of an upgrade, so might as well use it. It doesn't have the nicest armor values, but the resistance is not too bad. Yeah, a little bit of an out-leveled item.
Hey, I heard about you. Had
Good.
to go in the
Here we go.
arena, didn't ya?
That
So,
should be
how'd it
fine.
go?
Good. We just cleaned her out completely. Who just saw us? There was someone moving into us. Oh, up there. Okay, I can see that. How about you are taking a blind eye on that? Good. Let's try that again. So we're going to take the plate, the skill books, and gold. Lots and lots and lots of gold. Wonderful. Let's put everything in here. And we're going to distribute it afterwards. There we go. Perfect. Good, so 2 more successful attempts.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
We are going to talk to her and at the same time do a little bit of a sneaky topic here. Everything's completely stolen. I don't want the food.
Worse than war rations, these.
Oh wow, we're getting away with a bribe of 145. That is friendly. Easy, because we just stole, I think, items in a counter. Oh no, Saiken certainly shouldn't be there when she finds out that she has been robbed.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got?
Take your leave. Thanks.
Worse than war rations, these.
And take your leave. So these 2 ladies will also find out that they have been robbed. We're going to be asked questions. And there are 2 more skill book vendors and a last one in the cave. Allowed to search. Continue. Thank you.
Psst. Hey, why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got?
So this guy here is basically our next victim.
What do you want now?
Oh, nice.
The lizard's brow knits together.
I've got that special shipment you was
Come on,
after.
stand up.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder.
Good, here we go. Well, that was rather unsuccessful. That, however, was rather successful, and now let's move the guys down here. towards that cave. There's one more merchant.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly we find
So now they are realizing that they're being that they have been robbed.
So for it will.
Good, here we go. That's the last guy.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Let's see what he has to offer first. Wow, so many items, but none of them are any good. No. Weapons are crap as well. I was hoping for magical gear. But we can take the resurrection scrolls, the money, and the skills. Good enough for me. Good, so we got the skills. We got the money. We got the scrolls. Let's take another belt, because I think we were short on belts. And yeah, the bottles, we can use them for in order to make grenades, and that's about it. Pretty much everything else is worthless, so let us travel to the next place. Now he's going to be robbed, and he's going to find out. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's just unhappy. Good. We are going to go to Hollow Marshes Bridge. Hollow Marshes. There we go. Going to teleport everyone here. And one last big attempt of stealing.
The hooded man exudes a restrained menace.
Let's see what he has. He usually has really good gear.
As he raises his head,
Hit
the hood
points,
falls back,
more hit
revealing
points.
the
Telekinesis is
of
shit.
an undead.
Pyrokinetic is exactly what we were not looking for. And there's a nice little two-handed axe. 16 to 18 damage. I'm not even sure what kind of an axe are we having. 16 to 18 damage, and we're at 12 to 14. So yeah, the axe would probably qualify. It's actually a pretty good weapon, which we should get. It is weighing. It is having a lot of weight, but the rest is fine. He's okay on money. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not the best equipment ever, but it's fine. You can usually, like every 2 hours, go here, also when you're leveling up, and double check. He has a lot of nice gloves, and at level 7 we're going to rob him again. But for now it's fine. So yeah, let's go. This here should be pretty easy, because there's really no one around who could stop us. So the main item that we're looking for is the two-handed weapon. There we go. And also, as you can see, consumed most of our volume. That bow isn't too bad. Might as well give it a try. So we're now really full. Yeah. Well, the two weapons were not too bad. It's worthwhile. to have them. There's another nice little two-hander here. Unfortunately, you can't enchant them, like in a way you would know it from other games. At least not now. So, yeah, that was it. Nice little extra income here. We got ourselves a couple of skills. We got ourselves the money. We will every once in a while now check the vendors to further get some more gear with plus stats and upgrade our gear. We have enough money with 8,000. All of that can be used. Oh, nice. And the weapon. The rest, yeah. Good. Most important stuff, his gloves. Gloves of thievery. He needs to return them. I'm sorry, dude. You've served your purpose. We're going to now exchange the Red Prince again. In the meantime,
offer some aid.
She might want to talk to him. Okay, so thank you, Red Prince. We need to go for separate ways. Yes, thank you. Your loss. Whatever. See ya. Fist bump. And allow to search. Continue. Attempt to bribe. There you go.
The seven will show us you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes.
Good, Beast. You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Onwards. Perfect. Beast gains some extra XP, 4,500, and we jointly all meet at Fort Square, where we are going to do all of the loot. Wow, the episode is much longer than I would have expected. Oh, did I forgot to take away his backpack? Really? Really? Oh my god. Unbelievable. Good, let's try that one more time. But with a sorted backpack, please. So, how to sort. And these guys are going here and here. And I'd like to see, did we really just like give him all of the loot and kept nothing? Wow. Well, today's not my day. Now, where do I find the Red Prince? There we go. You know, Beast, I mean, you're a great guy and all, but...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
If we have different paths to take... Are you ready for me to join? Off we go, then.
Yep, he had the full loot. He was like, yeah, joke's on you, motherfuckers.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in...
Are you certain you want to...
your loss?
Good, we're even over encumbered.
What do you say? Now, onward.
Good, Beast is with us. Perfect. Wow, so let's try that again, shall we? So, first things first, the skills. Let's put all of the skills down here. We got a couple of them twice, but that's fine. So we can use the rings later. We first are going to go with the skills. And let's make sure that we can learn as many as possible and get ready for the big combat. So, as you can see, we mostly stole skills, which should mean we're having all of the or most of the relevant skills at hand now when we're going to fight. Specifically, teleport and similar skills can be quite useful. So, a couple of crafting resources, they do not really matter. Down there we do have the equipment. Less than I wish we would have gotten. Mainly because, yeah, we had a little bit less luck with the RNG there. Usually if you would want to do it like really slow, you're going to check the merchants a couple of times. And I'm also thinking about, in order to increase the attractiveness of this series, to now and then check them on my own in the off time. So with Syken, let's just learn a couple of the skills here, the ones that he qualifies. He doesn't have Necromancer 2 yet. He's not the one for the lightning skills. He certainly hasn't had a chance for Scoundrel, nor, well, we do have technically with the helmet here, kind of huntsman helm. We can get a +1 strength on her. Probably the +1 huntsman helm would also help her. But yeah, I think we don't have a +1 strength item at the moment. No. Constitution, and that's about it. So if we continue to use him as a backup sniper, let's see which of the skills are going to be left over. She already knows this one and this one and all of those. Okay, fair enough. I mean, there's no harm in giving him the option to learn a couple of the skills. Other than, yeah, we could use them for crafting, but we will get so many skill books, like, that's not even going to matter later. She's knowing all of these skills. Oh wow, she knew Soothing Cold? Damn it. Good, so since she knows all of them, no one else has Hydro 1. Wow, we have no one else with Hydro 1. Well, as soon as someone gets Hydromancer 1, we can teach this person all of the skills. Because with Soothing Cold and a couple of the others, for instance Armor Frost, like, we do have a decent amount of, I feel a decent amount of defensive skills, and she has a +1 Hydro ring, and I'm thinking about, since he has no Necromancer skills currently in his loadout, we might as well give him the Hydro ring, or even him, yeah, probably him, because, yeah, let's do that. So with that, her Hydromancy and a little bit of the damage goes down, which is fine, but he gets the ability to cast Hydromancy, and there are a couple of skills that he might want to use. For instance, Restoration, which he currently does not have. For instance, Armor of Frost, which he also does not have. And yeah, Rain, more or less, also important, which he also doesn't have yet. So yes, as a support skill, really, really good. Back to the drawing board. We do have a couple of skills from the Warfare sphere. Good, then we do have a couple of summoning skills, such as Farsight Infusion, Rallying Cry, and Supercharger, all of which wonderfully can be added to our list. As for Warfare, we don't really need anything, any of these on our Ranger, maybe with the exception of Enrage. But it says an allied character and not the Ranger itself, so not really worth it. Good. As for the bow, our bow is better. Full stop. As for the rings, +1 Constitution and the Restoration skill. Might be something that we want to use on her. She has Huntsman and Pyro. We don't need the Pyro. And we got Geomancer +1, which might be something that he is looking out for, because we did not have the Geomancer 2 skills yet. Let's see, we had a couple of them here.
No, we don't have the time. Think, damn it. Gareth would know what to do.
Yeah, I think that was it. We can go through the skills in a second, one more time. Let's double check everyone has rings. Yes, that ring here is also not bad. So everyone also has belts. Clearly he needs some... why doesn't he have... Oh, you know what? We gave her the gloves of teleportation, and he needs to get them back. That was in the middle of the combat. So yeah, we're going to clean up that mess here as well to really get combat ready. We have +1 Warfare, which is really good. So might as well think about. She's the only one without the Restoration skill, so would be a bummer. And the 22 hit points really help on her as well, plus the Constitution. So it makes sense to let her have that. The +1 Warfare, however, also makes sense. Probably even more on her. Good. He has that plate is not really good, but it is better than what he had before. And this weapon here is definitely good. So 2 new skills granted. Oh. Well, that's a nice skill, but we do not have the source point yet. So we're probably not going to be able to use it. I'm still thinking about the Warfare thing, because I think her overall damage here is higher with just the Warfare, plus the Warfare ring itself is also better. So we're going to use that. And let's give her Huntsman, because Huntsman has the passive effect that she's going to have more damage from elevated positions, which she is usually going to have. So for the few damaging spells, that is going to help us. Now let's out a sword. Go through the skills one last time. We got all of the lightning skills here that she needs to learn. Uncanny dodge, yes please, yes please. Shocking touch, and most importantly, teleportation. That was the one that we originally came for. We have the necromancy skills, which he cannot learn at the moment. Also, the blood rain one does not work for him. He already knows the polymorph one. That here is actually pretty good, but we would need a second point in Huntsman for it. He doesn't have any points in Scoundrel, nor enough points in Summoning. That here works quite well. So Warfare is okay. And Hydrosophist, I think she knows all of the skills. Yes. Well, there we go. Skills done. We need to combine this here in order to still get the nice little damage bonus. Unequip, equip, and there we go. We are at 40 per hit now. She is almost at 40 per hit as well. That is not too shabby. Now let's think about... since we have reached this area here, we probably where we cannot take off the source colors yet. That's fine. We will be able to do that once we officially defeated the bishop. So, last things before we go in, let's do the preparation for how we're going to approach the next combat. Here's a nice little set of skills now. I think some of them worked exceptionally well, others didn't. I like the idea of the Whirlwind. I also like the idea of Battlestomp as a crowd control, so he's primarily going to load crowd control plus a little bit of summoning. I was thinking to give him some of these here as well. I mean, like he has a healing, that would be another heal. This here is not too bad. Blinded, Terrified, Charmed, Taunted, Sleeping, and Rage Mad. It's really a nice combination. Also, the infusion here is worthwhile. We have not enough slots, that's the problem. So, let us... You know what? I mean, this here is fine. I like Chicken Claw as well. All of them are good. I'm thinking about getting Farsight Infusion because we're now going into the fight with the undeads, and I want to make sure that we have sufficient range damage. I am missing crucial necromancy skills. That here is not bad as well. Yeah, we're going to go with Chameleon Cloak for now, so he can effectively help at the front line. Good. As for him, Foster Strike definitely a must-have. We're going to replace the Dimensional Bolt. It's an okay spell, but I would want to have Foresight Infusion, so both of them together should make for rather powerful incarnates. He has Teleportation, that's good. It's crowd control. I would want to take Armor Frost, to be honest, and also Fortify, but he is lacking memorization slots, so we're going to skill that next for him. As for her, Sky Shot, really good. Not necessarily that good. Yeah, the Sky Shot one is really good, and Peace of Mind is also a great skill. So it's either Ricochet or Sky Shot, and I think we're going with Ricochet for now. For her, it's a little bit different though. We need Teleport. That's a no-brainer. We're taking Soothing Cold. We're mainly going to be stationary again, and Soothing Cold is just more magic armor over time. Hailstrike is fine. We're not going to go into electricity all too much. Instead, we're going to take Teleport. I am thinking about the dodge increase by 90% and increase in movement speed for our main character. And this here. Combine Hailstrike and Winter Blast. Which would mean we need to take something else out. Healing is vital. This is vital. We need to have rain in order to rain on the grounds. The restoration is good as well. We have used it often enough, and also against undeads it's really a good skill, so that makes sense. Teleport, yes please. Elemental Totem, yes. Conjuration, maybe we can save this here.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, we're safe in bed.
You know what? We're going to drop the Elemental Totem and instead are going to go for Winter Blast. A little bit of a different setup then. We're gonna go back to the Winter Blast, to the Elemental Totem quite soon. But for now, that is the way we're going to roll. She still has a final setup. And in order to give her something to do, let's give both her and Beast the Molotov cocktails for some extra damage. And Beast also, and she can take the Thunder Grenade, which should work together with her water abilities quite well. Good. Well, all makes sense. We keep the rest of the grenades on Syken. That's okay. Good. Wow, intense preparation. I still do not feel ready, but I think that's not going to change, because the next fight, no matter how much we are preparing, it's still going to be tough. We do have one incarnate, second incarnate. She's not having any incarnate. We have a lot of healing, but I think we're a little bit short on the armor slash magic resist department. So let's not give it power infusion and farsight infusion, but instead take frost armor, because we have a lot of casters with in the next fight. Soothing Cold is fine. Good. And with that, finally, we're going to travel back. It's time for to kick some under the butt. We're gonna go in. Syken is our fallback position in case we are going to get into a troublesome situation. We're going to sneak out. Wow, look at that. I need to appreciate the new weapon that he has really quick. That's actually quite good. It would be a shame not to use him in close combat. That's really good. 40 points of damage. With a crit, we can probably destroy a lot of the undead. So, there's another 800 XP. And boy oh boy, how did I miss that here? I don't even want to imagine how difficult it's going to be. This fight was a pain on Tactician. A pain. So, let's scout it in the next round. This is the end of the preparation video. Thanks for watching, and sorry for the many fuck-ups.